Hello! It is 48 weeks since I've been letting my mane grow like a lion, and I love it. My entire life, I have hated my hair. I have put tons of product in it, gel, hairspray, mousse, sometimes all three, in order to tame it, and it just made it look like a drowned rat, and crusty and disgusting, and I would look at people with hair that looks kind of like my hair looks today and be like, oh, that's so bad. I remember when I was in high school, I had Joyce, my stepmother, go to Sam's and get me a big vat of gel, and it smelled like pineapple, and I was like, oh, this is interesting, and I started putting it in my hair. It was Afro Sheen. I was like, whatever, I'll try anything at this point. But I finally cracked the code, and in 4 weeks when I do my next video, potentially my last video in this series, it will be the 1 year point. And I'm gonna go over some tips and tricks I wish I would have known a year ago when I was starting this journey. But for now, I wanted to talk about what I have to do in order to make my hair look kind of sleek. And I'll give you a big hint, it has absolutely nothing to do with hair taming products. So I have been doing keratin treatments once every 4 months, and that just basically makes it shiny and takes out the frizz, and it chills my hair out. It's like giving my hair a Valium. My hair starts meditating, it gets zen, it's like, I'm cool, it's raining, it's humid, I don't care. I'm just gonna kind of like relax for a minute, chill out, okay? And, but there's still stuff that I have to do on top of that. So, as I was saying, the major pro to all of this is that I don't have to put any gel or hairspray or mousse or any type of product in my hair all week, which I love. But the downside is that it does take a lot of maintenance on the days that I wash my hair, which luckily is only 2 days a week. You don't want to overwash your hair once it starts getting longer because you want the natural oils of your hair to do their work, because they really do provide a gloss and sheen to your hair that make it look attractive. Now, when you have short hair, you don't have to think that much about what goes into your shampoo or conditioner. You can just kind of Pantene Pro V 2-in-1 it every day and you're fine. But once your hair starts getting longer, you don't have that luxury anymore. And I especially don't have that luxury because with keratin treatments, I can't use any shampoos or products with parabens. I don't know what a paraben is. I just know I can't use it. And I also can't use any products with sulfates. And a sulfate is what makes shampoo lather up. So I use a shampoo called Keratin Complex, and specifically one that's designed for people who get their hair highlighted. It's called Blonde Shell, and then I follow that up with a conditioner from Rudy's Barber Shop. And so after I get out of the shower, I have read information that says don't towel dry your hair, that is really abrasive to your hair. It creates a lot of friction, and then that causes your hair to get like wiry and have a lot of flyaways and to basically just frizz out. So what I do is I just pat my hair down with a towel. I pat it. I gently pat it like a disobedient child that I want to fear me. You know, I want to say, look, you're bad now, but I'll get harder on you. I'll do more keratin. I'll do more treatments if you don't behave, right? So after I pat it down, then I let my hair air dry for, I also shake it kind of like a dog. Whenever a dog gets out of water, I shake it out like that. And then I let my hair air dry for about, I don't know, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, until it's about 60% dry. Once my hair is 60% dry, then I spray it with a heat protectant because I'm about to blast it with a lot of heat. And the first form of heat that I put on it is I blow dry my hair. And I use a technique called flat wrap blow drying. And basically what that means is I take a paddle brush and I have the blow dryer chase after the paddle brush. So as I'm brushing my hair, I'm also drying it. And you want to make sure that you get the back and you get the sides. I tend to flip it all on one side, so you know, it gets all of the side hairs, which, woo, look at that, look at those sides. They're so long now. I can't believe it. I'm so happy. So you need to get your hair bone dry for the next step. It can't have any moisture in it whatsoever. And the next step is flat ironing your hair. When you flat iron your hair, don't do it on the maximum setting, which tends to be about 450 degrees. That setting is reserved for people who are getting their hair chemically treated in some way, like when I get a keratin treatment. The 450 setting helps cook the keratin into my hair. And so from what I've read, you want to keep it at about 300 to 350 degrees when you're just doing your weekly or bi-weekly, don't do it more than twice, flat iron. So the trick to flat ironing is you don't want to take a big clump of hair, like even that would be too much hair. Ideally, what you want to do is you want to start off on the bottom, and which works for me because that's what I am, on the bottom. You want to take the kitchen part of your hair, and you want to flat iron that, just that little segment right there. And what I do, so none of this falls out of the way, is I'll take a big chunk of hair like this, and then I twist it up like this, and I put a little clip in it so I can concentrate on whatever parts are loose and under. And slowly I work my way through the top, and then I do the back. Actually, I start with the back, and then I move forward and up. And once my hair is completely flat ironed, then I still have some flyaways that my flat iron couldn't quite get, so I will put a baseball cap, very loose baseball cap, and wear that for a couple of hours, and that tends to push down some of the flyaways and make it more manageable. On the first day, you're going to have the appearance that your hair was flat ironed. There's not much that you can do about it. And your hair is a little bit, I don't know, like a little bit fluffier. It just has that just been washed hair. It's not my favorite day. And so what I do is I wear it behind my ears. That way people can't tell that it is as flat ironed as it is. By day 2, when your natural oils and juices from your scalp start penetrating the rest of your hair, this is so sexual, penetration, listen to me. Then it'll start chilling out and looking a little bit better. This is my hair at day 3. Day 3 is my favorite day. Like if I have a big event, then I know I want to wash my hair and condition it and do all the flat ironing and all that mishigas a couple of days before. And then by day 3, I have my Heaven Charlie's Angels hair. So that is where I'm at. In the next video, as I said, I'll do some tips and tricks that I wish I would have known when I started this journey a year ago. And other than that, I just want to emphasize that I'm so glad that I decided to do this, because I love my hair more now than I've ever loved it in my entire life. I look in the mirror and go, fucking A. I really like it, and I've learned a lot doing this. I've read a lot of literature about common sense stuff to do with your hair, and I hope that if you've been watching this journey over the last year that you've picked up on some of that information as well, some of the stuff that works and some of the stuff that hasn't worked. But I will see you in a month. Until then, have a great Halloween, etc.